So here we are. Another day of shift, another brother going to the top. Coming to you live from Sunland Park, New Mexico in the gym. This is the 343 commitment and still counting. 110 floors for our brother Kevin Pryor out of the Squad 252 in Squad We Trust. They're the Bushwick section of Brooklyn from what I understood. So this 110 honors our brother and all the rest of our brothers within the 343 and still counting, which was the work of the recovery effort in dealing with 9/11/2001, worst terrorist attack on U.S. soil, where the greatest rescue effort in U.S. history came forth with upwards of 25,000 saved because of the bravery, heroism, and valor that was shown that day and days after. So right now we're taking in Squad We Trust firefighter Kevin Pryor, the last of 6 for the Squad 252 Special Operations Command out of the FDNY, along with the rescues, taking him all the way, finishing his footsteps to that 110. So this climb is dedicated to his fiance at the time, Doreen Noon, and it said in 2001, prior to 9/11, they had went on a vacation for 3 weeks in Ireland together, and they were supposed to get married in 2002, but everything was halted because of 9/11. So this is dedicated to our brother who actually wore both patches. He worked in the 88th precinct prior to being called up in 1995 to the FDNY. He worked for a year with NYPD. So a brother in blue and our brother in red, both patches, taking them all the way to the top. So our brother started actually as a junior firefighter. I believe it said it was 14 years old at the time, with the Belmore, Long Island Volunteer Fire Department. He went to a full-fledged volunteer when he turned 18 years old, again with the Belmore Fire Department. In honor and recognition of the sacrifices that were made on 9/11, our brother, firefighter Kevin Pryor, had a Belmore fire engine number 601 dedicated to his name. For as long as that truck would serve the citizens, 601 would be known as Kevin Pryor's assigned truck. Additionally, firefighter Pryor had a street named after him with honor and memory of those sacrifices that were made so that others could live. I did a lot of research on our brother to retain it to memory, as I was saying before. And I'm probably going to have a hard time with the name, but there was a fine artist out of California, and he actually created artwork which is housed at 252 in Squad We Trust there in Brooklyn. It has a picture of the station, the squad, and the 6 brothers who made the ultimate sacrifice so that others could live. All part of the 343 and still counting. So like I said, our brother was a servant, both in law enforcement and on the fire side. He was a junior firefighter to a volunteer. It said that he was actually a lieutenant prior to 9/11 with the Belmore Department. He was also going to start studying for the lieutenant's test with the FDNY. So our brother right now, and the rest of Squad 252 in Squad We Trust, part of Special Operations Command, is making the last climb for our brother Kevin Pryor. After this climb, Squad 252's personnel will be accounted for at the top, 110th floor. Our brothers on the squad in the first tower answered a call to rescue members of Rescue 1, also part of Special Operations Command. They're an outstanding out of Manhattan. They were stuck in the upper floors. Squad 252 personnel selflessly went to their rescue. Knowing that, from what I read, the second tower at that time had already collapsed. But our brothers, rescuing our own, the valor and bravery and heroism that was shown on that day and after, we will never, ever forget. We will always remember. This is why we climb. To carry their footsteps symbolically to that 110th floor. To finish the climb that was laid before them, all the way to the top of the tower. Symbolically right now, I'm taking firefighter Kevin Pryor to that top, where 5 of his brothers, Squad 252, I believe from memory it was Lieutenant Higgins, Langone, Terrell Coleman, and I blanked for a moment on the others. But again, please bear with, because it's all by memory. But the 6th brother of the squad, in Squad We Trust, Squad 252 out of Brooklyn, is about to complete full accountability on this climb for firefighter Kevin Pryor. Dedicated to his fiancée, Doreen Noon, to his family left behind. His father was actually NYPD, retired in 1983, prior to our brother around 1994, picking up the torch and joining the NYPD until he was brought over to the FDNY in 1995. We cannot forget the service to his citizens on both law enforcement sides and fire rescue. His time in the Special Operations Command with the FDNY, with the rescues, the squads, Hazmat Company 1, Squad 1, 41, 61, Squad 8, 252, 288, just a few of the squads. Our brothers, technical experts, along with the rescues, going in and getting people out. Angle, low angle, confined space rescue, all technical experts. This is his climb to finish his footsteps and those who came before. Right now, the 268th climb of this initial 343 commitment. Upon completion of this climb, 75 brothers have yet reached the top, taking him all the way there with honor and respect. So his legacy will live on. So people will know that we will never forget our brothers, the sacrifices that were made on and after 9/11, 2001, the back of the worst terrorist attack in U.S. history on U.S. soil came the greatest rescue effort, where upwards of 25,000 were saved. Again, because of the bravery, the valor, and the heroism that was shown. And right now, for our brother, firefighter Kevin Pryor, we go to the 110th. Symbolically, again, carrying him beside me, putting in the work to get him to the top. But this is not for me, but this is for them. For his fiance, for the FDNY, often on the line, Special Operations Command, Squad 252, and Squad We Trust. The last climb for accountability with firefighter Kevin Pryor, headed to the top, and for our country. Because we made a promise that we would never forget their names. We would never forget 9/11, 2001, in this 19th year, going towards the 20th. This is why we climb. This is why we tell the stories. This is why the 343 commitment and still counting 110 floors memorial climbs exist. Because our brothers will never be forgotten. Right now, we're going to almost that close to halfway mark in this climb for Squad 252, firefighter Kevin Pryor, and Squad We Trust, out of, I believe it's Bushwick section of Brooklyn. Our brother was a 28-year-old at the time of 9/11. He was a lieutenant with the Belmore, Long Island Fire Department, where he had started as a junior firefighter at 14, and at 18, he became full-fledged. Right now, our brother is going to the top. Our brother was also a little bit of a practical joker from what I read, and he actually had a boat, which the name was Fire Escape. As I said before, our brother's legacy, along with everyone, will forever be there. This is why we climb. Carrying him to the 110th floor. He has a street named after him, and an engine that was assigned to his name. Belmore Fire, engine 601. He will never be forgotten. Total of 7 verticals on this climb, which will get us to the 101st floor. Shortly after that, we'll be at the top. Right now, 3 more verticals to go. In this 110 floors, given in honor and respect for the sacrifices made so that others could live. Welcome, coming to you live from Sunland Park, New Mexico, in the gym. For those just joining, this is the 343 commitment, and still counting. 110 floors, memorial stair climb, for Squad 252, firefighter Kevin Pryor. In Squad We Trust, out of the Bushwick section of Brooklyn. This is now the last climb of Squad 252. In 50 more floors, 100% accountability for Squad 252. This is why we climb. So everybody knows, from the family to the FDNY, to our country, that we will never forget their names. Almost 20 years later, we still remember. We will always remember. But right now it's for our brother in blue who switched over to red. Was NYPD in the 88th precinct in around 94, worked for a year. And in 1995, the year I graduated high school, he started the FDNY. Assigned to Squad 252, was going to test for the lieutenant's test, and then 9/11 happened. He was to get married to Doreen, his fiance, who they spent 3 weeks in Ireland together prior to 9/11. He was going to be married in 2002. And he responded on 9/11. Right now, this is out of honor and respect. All the way to the very top. This is why we climb. To tell their stories. To never forget, but always remember. Right now, for In Squad We Trust, Squad 252, out of Brooklyn, part of Special Operations Command, firefighter Kevin Pryor is going vertical. Upon completion, 75 brothers left to carry symbolically to that 110th floor, the symbolic top of the towers. Try to get a little bit of clearance on this mask real quick prior to going up those last 2 verticals. For firefighter Kevin Pryor, a son, a fiance, family, and our brother. Taking him to the very top. Second climb of this tour. Another brother. 5th to 6th Already at the top. The last brother right now, Kevin Pryor, will get there and complete accountability for In Squad We Trust, Brooklyn Squad 252, part of Special Operations Division of the FDNY. They're along with the rescues and Hazmat Company 1. So Squad 252 is the squad and the follow-on piece. Each of the squads has a follow-on piece. If you remember, my 200th climb was made in quarters at Squad 18. Charlie's goal tested by fired. Squad 18 out of Manhattan. Their brother from Squad 252, firefighter Kevin Pryor, is going to that very top as we speak. Pushing them all the way up. For his service to the citizens as both a police officer, a volunteer firefighter in Biltmore, Long Island, to his time of service in the FDNY. Our brother was 28 years old, scheduled, planning to get married to Doreen Noon in 2002. Going almost to that last vertical. Last little rest spot before the last vertical. For firefighter Kevin Pryor, the owner of the boat Fire Escape. Love to go and play sports. Love being FDNY. He served for a year NYPD out of the 88th precinct prior to taking the call for service to the FDNY in 1995. This is now the 268th climb of this initial 343 commitment prior to the Enslow County taking their place. Those who worked the pile on ground zero for days, weeks, and months until the operation was declared complete. We will never forget, but we will always remember. Pushing him almost to the top. Right around 20 floors left, or 19-ish. Gonna get that last push to the 101st floor. For firefighter Kevin Pryor, Squad 252, Brooklyn's In Squad We Trust. Going there with honor and respect. Going there now, towards that 101st floor we go. Pushing him all the way to the top. Our brother has a street named after him. An engine named after his honor. Biltmore Fire They did 601. Part of a drawing from an artist, I believe his name is Mutt, from California. From, I believe it's the APRA or APSA group, which they do specialty artwork. And they did that for the brothers, the Squad 252. Pushing him to that 100 on the first floor. As I said, from what I read, memorized. Squad 252. Responded to an emergency call from Rescue 1 in the first tower. The second tower had already collapsed. Rescue 1 was stuck in the upper floors, and Squad 252, and Squad We Trust, out of Brooklyn, went in action for their brothers, so that others would live. Right now, we're finishing this 110 floors for firefighter Kevin Pryor. Pushing him with absolute honor and respect to be given. This is why we climb, to finish their footsteps. Dedicated to Doreen Nguyen, who's the fiance, the FDNY outfit on the line, Special Operations Command. Squad 252 out of Brooklyn, Bushwick area, and Squad We Trust. The sixth brother with full accountability. The Squad 252 is almost reset up. And we have completed. Firefighter Kevin Pryor, Squad 252, and Squad We Trust. Rest easy, brother. We got it from here.